If you keep getting used, if you keep getting disrespected, if you keep getting cheated on, over and over again, it's time to stop blaming her. It's time to stop playing the victim. Because here's the truth. You are not being manipulated. You are allowing it. You ignored the red flags. You tolerated the disrespect. You stayed when you should have walked away. And now you're wondering why she doesn't value you. But a stoic man doesn't chase validation. He doesn't beg for respect. He doesn't fold when tested. He stands tall, sets boundaries, and walks away from anything that threatens his peace. Because he knows it is not what she does, but what he allows that defines a relationship. So if you're tired of being used, if you're done being the nice guy who always loses, this video is for you. Let's rebuild you from the inside out. But you stayed. Why? Let's break down the pattern and how to end it once and for all. ***. She didn't lie to you. She showed you who she was in subtle ways. The way she talked about her exes, the way she flirted in front of you, the way she dismissed your concerns with a laugh or rolled eyes. You felt the warning in your gut, but you ignored it because deep down you were afraid to lose her. Stoicism teaches us this. It is not what happens to you, but how you respond to it that matters. Most men don't lack awareness. They lack courage. The courage to walk away from beauty that comes with chaos. The courage to say no when their soul says run. Every manipulative woman tests limits. Not always with words, but with behavior. And when she sees that you tolerate the small things, she knows she can escalate. She flirts, you say nothing. She disrespects you, you laugh it off. She talks about another man in front of you, you call it insecurity to react. But here's the truth. A woman cannot manipulate a man who sees clearly and acts firmly. She only gains control when you give up your standards for the sake of connection. You trade respect for attention. You call it love. But it's not. It's fear of being alone. A stoic man doesn't operate from fear. He observes, assesses, and acts. He doesn't chase potential. He honors reality, no matter how uncomfortable it feels. So if you've been manipulated, used, or disrespected, it's not because you're weak. It's because you forgot your power. But the good news is, you can take it back. Right now. You want her to love you, but you forget the foundation of love is respect. And respect can't exist without boundaries. Stoicism isn't about controlling others. It's about controlling yourself, your actions, your standards, your reactions. A stoic man doesn't explode. He doesn't beg. He doesn't try to teach respect through long speeches and emotional outbursts. He lets his standards do the speaking. Once, and then he watches. Because here's the truth. You don't have to convince anyone to treat you well. You only have to leave when they don't. Most men fear confrontation. They fear rocking the boat. So when a woman disrespects them, lies, flirts, crosses a line, they say nothing. They suppress. They pretend it's okay. But silence is not peace. Silence is self-betrayal when you're tolerating what breaks your soul. You think you're preserving the relationship, but what you're really doing is teaching her how to treat you. Don't explain your philosophy. Embody it. Epictetus. If she crosses a line, you speak, not with rage, but with clarity. If she crosses it again, you don't repeat yourself. You remove yourself. That's stoic discipline. That's strength. A woman might test you once, but when she learns you have non-negotiable standards, she adjusts or exits. And either outcome is a win for you, because a man who values his peace will never stay where his presence is being disrespected. A beautiful woman is not dangerous, but a man who gives away his power in the presence of beauty, he is. Too many men crumble the moment they're in front of a gorgeous woman. They laugh too much. They agree with everything she says. They ignore red flags just to stay in her orbit. And in doing so, they send a clear message. You don't have to bring anything but your looks, and I'll still worship you. Stoicism teaches us to master desire, not be mastered by it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." A woman senses instantly when you're captivated beyond reason, and when she knows that her face or body is the only thing keeping you close. She doesn't respect you. She uses you. She may not even mean to. But when beauty is your weakness, she learns it's your button, and she'll push it whenever she needs control. A Stoic man is not immune to beauty. He admires it, but he doesn't kneel to it. He requires more. Character, discipline, loyalty, kindness, because he brings all of that to the table himself. And he knows the simple truth. Any woman who offers only beauty is offering nothing lasting. So the next time you find yourself hypnotized by a pretty face, ask yourself, would I still want her if I couldn't see her? If the answer is no, then it was never real to begin with. A man led by his values will never be manipulated by appearances. Sometimes it's not about her at all. It's about the boy inside you who never felt seen, who had to earn love, who had to walk on eggshells around a woman he called mom. If you were raised in a home where love was conditional, given when you pleased, taken when you upset, then chances are, as a man, you chase that same pattern. You meet a woman who is inconsistent, cold, hot and cold, emotionally unavailable, and something in you clicks. It feels familiar. Not healthy, just familiar. You tell yourself, if I try harder, if I love her more, if I prove myself enough, maybe this time I'll be good enough to be loved back. But you're not loving her. You're trying to heal your past through her. And that's dangerous, because you'll tolerate pain, disrespect, and manipulation, just to avoid feeling the same rejection you felt as a child. Stoicism teaches us, don't tie your happiness to things outside your control. Epictetus, you couldn't control your mother's mood, but now you're a man, and you can control who you allow into your heart. Healing begins the moment you stop chasing unavailable love, the moment you stop trying to be chosen, and instead, you choose yourself. You are no longer that boy. You don't have to prove your worth. You don't have to beg to be seen. You don't have to fix anyone. You just have to stand in your truth and walk away from anything that feels like the wound you've already survived. Every time she crosses a line and you stay, every time she disrespects you and you say nothing, every time she cheats and you beg her not to leave, you're not showing love. You're showing weakness. You think you're holding the relationship together, but what you're really doing is teaching her that she can get away with anything. In Stoicism, we don't blame others. We look inward. We ask, what have I allowed? What have I reinforced? When you reward toxic behavior, whether it's by apologizing for her mistake, buying her gifts after a fight, or sleeping with her just to keep the peace, you're training her to repeat that behavior because there's no consequence, only benefit. Marcus Aurelius once wrote, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. And a good man does not reward betrayal. A strong man does not fear walking away. A Stoic man doesn't lecture her about respect. He simply removes himself when it no longer exists. Discipline is not just about working out or waking up early. It's about what you allow in your life, what kind of energy you tolerate, what kind of love you accept. You don't need to explode. You don't need revenge. You need standards. If she sees that crossing your boundary means losing access to you, she will think twice next time. But if crossing your boundary means makeup sex or new handbag, she'll do it again and again. So ask yourself, not just what she did, but what you did afterward. That's where the truth lives. That's where your power begins. You've seen the pattern. You've felt the pain. You've stayed longer than you should have. And now, you know why. This isn't just about women. It's about the man you've chosen to be, or failed to become. You can't control how others treat you, but you control what you allow. You control what you walk away from. You control the standard you set with your silence or your strength. The Stoics never begged to be loved. They chose peace over chaos, discipline over desire, self-respect over attachment. And you can be that man, the man who sees clearly, who speaks less but means every word, who stands for something, even if it means standing alone. You don't need more attention. You don't need more women. You need more self-respect. Because when you honor yourself first, everything else, the right partner, the right peace, the right future will align. So stop trying to fix her. Start building you. If this message hit you, it was meant to. Let it sink in. Let it change you. Like this video. Drop a comment. Tell us how you're reclaiming your power. And subscribe for more Stoic truth that hits harder than comfort ever could. Walk like a Stoic. Live like a king. And never be manipulated again.